Plateau of New Zealand lived Taupiri, which again is my maunga, and also her brother Tongariro. When Taupiri was born, she was betrothed to a rangatira or chief from Tainui, whose name was Pirongia, and that's that mountain right there. When Taupiri reached adulthood, and yes, I'm using images of people now, not mountains, she marries Pirongia and moves to the Waikato. Taupiri ends up falling ill and very homesick. Pirongia, being the amazing husband he is, he just wants to fix it. He gathered the most knowledgeable tohunga in the Waikato, and they did everything they could to cure Taupiri. They used all of the Māori healing remedies, and still nothing. Taupiri remembered a sacred spring from her home that she believed would have the power to cure her. Taupiri instructed one of her servants to send word of her sickness to Tongariro at the pinnacle of the maunga. There is a spring with healing properties, and fill this hue with water from the spring and bring it back to me. So Taupiri's servant, also known as a pononga, and his dog, I thought this was a funny photo, they make their journey to the central plateau of New Zealand. On their arrival, they were welcomed by mana whenua, before the pononga was then taken to meet Tongariro. In hearing about his sister's sickness, Tongariro starts a karakia. He toka nui, he toka roa, kia rere te punawai ora, mō Taupiri. And as he finished his karakia, he slammed down his toko, which is a Māori walking stick. And with that motion, the water started trickling down from the mountain. And the next morning, that trickling water turned into this. Tongariro instructed the river to travel all the way back to Taupiri. However, while Taupiri's poronga was on the way back to her, they were walking through this huge crater, which quickly started flooding and filling with water. And that's how we got Taupo. Now, the river started doing its own thing, because it said that Te Arawa was calling for the river. So the river tried to make its way to Te Arawa. Pononga's dog, he started digging this massive hole, which put the river back on course. However, the river started diverting again. I heard a call from Tauranga Nui Ākiwa on the east coast, and the river, unfortunately, instead of ending up by Taupiri, it ended up at Hauraki. Now, the pononga and his dog, not knowing what to do, and they couldn't get the river back on track, they decided to fill up the hue with water, take that back to Taupiri instead. Now, Taupiri, not knowing the entire river was supposed to be there, she just drank from the hue, instantly healed. And now that she's feeling great, she wanted to travel to Ngāti Tūwharetua herself, thank her brother Tongariro in person. Before she could even leave, Pononga finally told her about how the river he was supposed to bring to her went off course. Taupiri started doing a karakia to bring the river back to her. Tongariro felt Taupiri doing that karakia, so he started doing it with her. Because of the karakia, Ruaumoko awoke, and the land began to shake. The river didn't know where to go until it heard the barking of a dog. The river followed the sound of the barking and flowed right in front of Taupiri. And that's the Māori legend and myth behind Taupiri Maunga and the Waikato River. Kia ora, kumere tu ahiahi tōku ingoa. I retell all the Māori myths and legends that I grew up listening